Molly Miner, and this is my international speech titled, How Clean is Clean? When you're drinking water, do you ever wonder how it got to you, or do you ever wonder how clean it actually may be? If dirty water goes undetected, it can lead to many diseases and illnesses and affect your health directly. Contamination from fertilizer, human and animal waste, pesticides, and many other factors can lead to water pollution in the water that we drink every day. Not only is this a problem locally, but it's a huge epidemic worldwide. There are many organizations and companies designed just for cleaning water and decreasing water pollution, and you can join in their effort in order to help this problem. I've researched many credible sources in order to give you the best information on this topic. For instance, National Geographic stated, in developing countries, 70% of industrial waste are dumped unthreatened into waters, polluting the usable water supply. With the scarcity of water internationally and with no water at all, there are many harms with water pollution. My hopes today are to help you realize more on just how much water is accessible internationally and the effects of water pollution internationally as well. With that in mind, let's get to the first point on just how much clean water is accessible today. Clean water is limited and polluted too frequently. With 2/3 of the Earth's surface covered by water and the human body consisting of 75% of it, it is evidently clear that water is one of the prime elements responsible for life on Earth, stated by the La Leva website. Water is essential and crucial for everyday living. Wherever you go, people need water in order to survive. The resource is needed for all kinds of production as well. According to the National Resources Defense Council, dirty water is the world's biggest health risk and continues to affect and threaten the quality of life and public health. Do you actually really think what's in your water and just how exactly it got to you? Water is important for sustainability as well. The Livestrong website writes in April 2013, because of the reliance on water to provide so many basic needs, water sustainability and conservation has been becoming increasingly important. This is signifying because across seas they may not have this option or order in order to allow this. If there's no streams, lakes, or rivers or groundwater accessible to them, it can harm their sustainability and quality of life. The Clean Water International website states, it is reported that the number of people who have no access to adequate water or wastewater treatment currently stands at 2.9 billion, 80% of whom live in developing countries and newly industrialized countries. These numbers are startling and surprising to just how much water is not accessible, or even if it is accessible, to why it is polluted. Another issue with water internationally is done by a study of the University of Michigan stating nearly 70% of 2.5% fresh water is frozen in the ice caps of Antarctica and Greenland, and the rest is trapped underground in aquifers and is not accessible to human use. With that being said, all we can pretty much do is wait in order to get that water that is fresh and that we can use for us. There are many issues and harms to having unclean water or with no water at all. Even if water happens to be accessible internationally, there may be some threats that can come with it. Unsafe water affects us locally, but mostly across seas. Another side effect to having accessible water, but it being polluted, is the waterborne illnesses and threats of not having clean water. In 2012, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention reported devastating epidemics in chlorea, such as the 2010 and 2011 outbreak in Haiti that caused more than 500,000 cases of illnesses and 7,000 deaths, are only the tip of the iceberg, as most waterborne diseases, illnesses, and deaths are never reported. Many diseases and illnesses worldwide can be prevented just by cleaning the water. E. coli, salmonella, chlorea, and hepatitis A are just a few of the waterborne illnesses that are in polluted water. These can be avoided by purifying and cleaning the water, and to improve the quality of water, intervention and treatment needs to happen to the accessible water. Not only is it harmful to the drinking water with diseases, but also with plants and produce. Plants and produce absorb any chemical that is carried by water. Any herbicide or fertilizer can be found in our drinking water, in our fruits and vegetables. In 2014, the Office of Epidemiology and Prevention Services reported, most cases of foodborne illnesses can be prevented with proper cooking or processing of food to destroy pathogens and careful attention to hand washing and preventing cross-contamination to kitchen surfaces and utensils. This isn't necessarily a huge problem in developing countries, but it is still a problem internationally. According to an online article published by the Forestry Nepal in 2013, unclean water may alter plant metabolism and reduce crop yields. The article also states that trees and plants may absorb soil contaminants from water and pass them up the food chain. Most of these crops and produce are transported to us internationally and across the world, causing many contaminations to stay or to spread. Everyone should know and understand the cases of water pollution and just how much water is accessible internationally. The bottom line is that water is essential, so drastic measures should be taken in order to keep it clean. Clean water is vital to survive, and dirty water threatens developing countries right now. We should really take notice about the world's water supply, and water pollution threatens our daily lives. Water in life as we know it is under attack around the whole world. We can take action by understanding the threats, and water in life as we know it, purifying and conserving it, and getting involved with organizations to help keep our water clean.